workshop, target your revenue goals. More specifically, I need you to write down how much money you want to make in your business. And look, if you don't have a business yet, don't worry about it. We can change that today because the reality is you need to have a business in this day and time, at least for the tax write-offs. It's like my friend Kevin Hart said. I was interviewing him at 10X Growth Conference 2 years ago. He says, you don't just need a business. You are a business. I thought to myself, I think he's stealing my stuff. Okay? Everybody's a business. My kids are a business. You are a business. You're an entity. You're an individual and a unique entity. Kevin went from nothing. Remember that story of Kevin Hart? He went from nothing to being the #1 highest paid comedian in the world today. So look, you got to start thinking, number one, like a business owner, and business owners have targets. Okay, right here in your workbook or on a piece of paper or whatever you've got, write down your annual revenue goals for 1 year, for 3 years, and then for 5 years. Like you can get as specific as you want about your goals. 100,000 year one, maybe $1 million by year 3. Maybe it's 1 million in year 1, 10 million in year 3, and 100 million in year 5. You got to decide what your target is, but I'm gonna tell you this. If you don't set a target, you ain't gonna hit it. You're gonna go nowhere. On Undercover Billionaire, they gave me a very specific target. Here's $100. Can you turn it into $1 million in 90 days? Boom. I said, let's do 10 million. Why not? It's all stupid anyway, right? Instead of doing 1 million, I'm going to try to do 10 of these. You got to set big goals. The only reason people don't is they're worried about failing on the big goal. I'm like, yeah, so what? So what you fail? It's better to fail on a big target than come up short on a small target. If you're taking notes, look, think big. It doesn't cost anything. Oh, but I'm going to be so upset if I don't hit it. I promise you, you won't hit it. Listen to me. Set big targets, and I guarantee you ain't going to get it, okay? You understand what I'm saying? So you can think big and just know going in, I'm going to come up short. I'm good with that. I'm fine. I wrote a best-selling book, international phenomenon called The 10X Rule, and it's all about 10X bigger goals, which will force you to 10X your efforts and then to 10X your spending, 10X your network, to 10X all your think, to 10X what you're looking at. Now I know, oh, I want something that big. Now I can tell you if your goal is less than $1 million in 3 years, it's probably because you don't know what you're capable of. If you put a target less than $1 million, it is because you have not been in the environment of big think. I'm willing to bet that half the people that are watching right now haven't even done this exercise before in their life. 1 year, 3 year, and 5 year targets. If you can't commit to making a plan, okay, like this is not a target. I want to get out of debt. All right, okay, that's not a target. Okay, let me just show you this, all right? Because I want this training to be important to you, okay? And I want it to be, Johnny, help me out, help me move this around, all right? I want this training to benefit the way you're thinking. I don't want it to just be hype. So the reason I brought the $1 million is why? Because I'm already teaching you something right now, if you're paying attention. See, some of you are like, oh, why is he showing me $1 million? Why has he got to show off like that? You're missing the point. I'm showing you the money so you can see it and not read about it. You need to see that it's real, particularly with money. I remember I was with a guy that just sold his company at $4.4 billion. He had this big capital event happen to him in his life, sold his business. And I was with him. I got to spend 90 days with this guy traveling around the world. And I said, hey, Bob, can you just show me your checking account, your financial accounts? He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, I just want to take a look at your savings account. I want to see your Schwab account or wherever you keep your money, your Fidelity. I want to see your Goldman Sachs account. I want to see. He's like, yeah, here it is right here. Open it up. I was like, oh my God. He had like $423 million in a cash account. When it becomes real, that changed my life. Just seeing it. Don't tell me how you did it, man. You're smart enough to know right now you cannot expect something if you never set that target. Business is not, and getting wealthy is not a spectator sport. To get wealthy, create wealth, and to have a business that can create wealth, you have to get on the field. There's two kinds of people on this planet, spectators and players. Which one you going to be? So you got your targets set, all right? Maybe you changed them now. Maybe it's $1 million and 2.5, okay? This next exercise is about taking inventory on where you are right now and what you need to do. And it's like, okay, you need to take inventory. Where am I? How much dough you have, resources that you have, people that you know, motivation that you have, okay? Motivation, okay? Number one, hey, why do you want to do this? I want to get out of my job. I want more time with my kids. I want to go on trips. I want to have a jet. I don't know what your motivation is. What are they? I want to buy a house in Maui. Fine. What is it? You want to take care of your wife and your kids, and you want to travel the world. You want to save the world, whatever it is, okay? Okay, that's M. M, what's your motivation? Okay. Hey, what are your obstacles? What's preventing you from doing that? I don't know the right people. I don't have the right connections. I don't have any money. I can't count. I can't read. I can't write. How about this one? I can't speak the language. That's what I told Discovery. I said, you drop me off anywhere they speak English, even broken English, I guarantee you, I will knock this thing out of the park. Okay? Okay, and R stands for resources. What resources do you have to help you reach your targets? Maybe you don't have anything. You're like, I don't have anything. I don't have any resources, Grant. Look, that's not true. You do have resources. Take an inventory. I'm telling you right now, you've got way more resources than you're counting on. And if you don't use the things that you have, do you have a laptop? You got a computer of some kind? Hey, how about this? What is this? This is like worth more than all the NASA computers back in the 60s when I grew up. If you have this loaded with your contacts, you have more than I had on Undercover Billionaire. You got a car? That truck I had on Undercover Billionaire, that cannot be considered an automobile, okay? Do you have access to the internet? Okay, do you have your legs? Do you have your heart? Do you have your courage? Those are resources, right? Or resources. What resources do you have? And I'll tell you another thing I wish I could have had on Undercover Billionaire. This, my buddy, okay, my buddy, AE. But I didn't have him with me. I couldn't even use a credit card. You guys take that for granted. In fact, some of you think having a credit card's a liability because you've been brainwashed by the media. Oh, I don't want a credit card. Yes, you do. I could have built my business 100 times faster in Pueblo as Lewis Curtis if I'd have had one credit card. And look, I'll never tell somebody to use the credit card to waste money on cars and stuff. But what you should be doing is using a credit card on stuff that can make you money. Okay, there's good debt and bad debt. I don't have time to go through that right now, but there's good debt and bad debt, and wealthy people know how to use debt. So before you think it's a liability, and you know what? It's crazy how many people think the resources they have are liabilities when I look at them and say, that's an asset. So you got to know what your resources are. It'll help you get further faster. Remember, business is about speed, okay? And money loves speed. Okay, how do you get speed? Confidence. How do you get confidence? Hey, I take an inventory of my resources. Okay, what do I have? I got motivation. What is my motivation? Hey, what obstacles do I have? How do I overcome them? By the way, my obstacles might be somebody else's. What resources do I have that maybe I'm not paying attention to? Oh, I don't have any money. The last thing is execution. Okay, this is a Mac Daddy right here. This is what people lose. This is where I beat almost everybody. What do you have to do to get where you want to go? Are you willing to walk on glass? Okay, if this stack wasn't $1 million, but it was $1 billion in cash, how far would you go? What would you do? How late would you stay up? This is the part that's really going to separate you from the fakes and the wannabes and the frauds. But Grant, I don't know how to do it. Look, if the payoff was big enough, I always say this, if the target and the payoff is big enough, you will execute. I'll let you know a little secret here. Nobody knows how to do it, okay? But some people just refuse not to do it. The good news is I'm going to give you everything you need to get re-inspired on your targets. So don't worry about the details. Don't worry about the how-to right now. Worry about the why-to. I will tell you the other thing. To get that stack right there and 10 times that or 100 times that, you will have to get uncomfortable. You will have to get out of your comfort zone. So real quick in the comments, I want to know what you're willing to do to rack the rack. Okay, what are you willing to do to get yours? Just post it down in comments. Let me know. What are you willing to risk? What are you willing to give up? What are you willing to sacrifice to have it all? When the time comes, you got to step up. This is your time. This is your moment. Jared, what kind of comments we got going on in here right now?
Dude, people are saying they're willing to put in the work. A lot of people say whatever it takes. Felicia said, I'll work my butt off. Jerry said he's willing to make any investment he needs to.
Sounds like you guys are getting serious now, okay? Or at least you say you're serious. Let's find out when the rubber meets the road, okay? Because look, I know there's a lot of people, a lot of you are out there right now, you're hungry. You're like, I want this. I know, and that's who I'm talking to right now. Okay, you're hungry, and maybe you're struggling right now. Maybe life's been kicking you around. I remember when I got kicked around all the time, okay? And if that's you, I'm confident, I believe, truly 1000% believe that this is your moment to rise to the occasion. This is your time. Okay, I'm not telling you that to pump you up. I'm telling you that because you got to believe that. To tell you the truth, is those of you that are already doing okay that I'm most concerned about. Those of you who are like, I'm hurting so bad. I cannot put up with this anymore. And life has been beating me up and hammering me. I'm not worried about you guys. This is your time. I'm worried about you guys that are comfortable. Okay? You're like, oh, I'm good. I got the cars paid for. You're the ones at risk. You guys making 50, 60, 70, 80 grand, 100 grand, 120. I'm telling you right now that being comfortable is the worst place that you can ever be in. When you get comfortable, please take notes on this. When you get comfortable, when you get a little bit, you are more at risk than people that are hungry. You show me a man or woman with nothing to lose, most dangerous person on the streets. Show me something. Show me a person with like, no, I'm good, I'm comfortable, everything's fine, all my debt's paid for, I got my little retirement account going, I got I got a good job, oh my God. Man, most miserable person in the universe. And the hardest person to help. I'm good. Okay, you good until you ain't. Look, when you get comfortable, you immediately make excuses for yourself. You immediately start deluding yourself to believing you're better off than you are when you're not. You start believing you've got it all figured out. You are no longer teachable. I don't need this Grant Cardone guy. He's going to talk to me all about the motivation, and just get to the good stuff. And no, bro, you need to confront the fact that you want to know how. You don't even know why. You want to know, what's the trick? Trick ain't going to help you. You're not motivated right now because you're sitting on what you have. You don't take the risk. Not putting it at risk is why you can't make the next move. So you need to check yourself because you're about to wreck your family. For real. If you know you can do more, if you know it's possible to do more, you will never be satisfied with doing less. It's impossible. More. Okay? What motivation do you need? What obstacles do you need to overcome? Because obstacles are good, they keep you alive. What resources do you need, and how do we execute? So you can quit making sense of this place that you're at right now, because human beings are meant to grow and evolve, not be satisfied with where they are. Now, you don't have any money, you don't have any contacts, you don't have the know-how, dude, I can solve all that. That other stuff, you got to solve that, okay? Ego, I know it all, I'm the shit, I'm comfortable, I can't handle that. Don't have a course to help you with it. The other stuff, you want to go to 10 million, 100 million, 1 billion, let's roll. You got to realize that you have way more resources than you thought you had. There's a lot of stuff. I learned this on firsthand on The Undercover Billionaire. When they took away everything from me, at one point I was crying like a little baby on the show. I was calling my wife saying, I can't do this. And my wife would be like, you're a badass. You can do anything. Okay, here I am, Grant Cardone, the badass, and I'm crying like a little baby, like, I can't do it. I can't do it. I got to go home. It's 15 degrees. I'm sick. I'm crying. I'm seriously, Actually, Johnny, you got that clip where I'm crying? Can you plug that in here?
Johnny, can you pull it up? Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing. I get depressed. I lose my way. I forget the goals, and I get consumed by my fears. My mission right now is to get my kids here, to be with my kids. I cannot face the possibility that the next time I see my kids, they're a half inch taller. Today will be starting to hit the outsides of the longest period of time I haven't been around my kids. My dad never got to see me grow up. See, this is all the stuff people deal with every day. Oh, man. It's hard, man. It's hard when you got money. It's impossible when you don't.
I think there's less than a 40% chance that I make this. I hit every roadblock you can imagine on this show. Every rejection, disappointment, discouragement. And not only was that happening to me on the show, but it was reminding me of all the losses when I had nothing on the come up. So some of you that watched it, you're like, okay, it's not that bad for him. You don't know what was going on inside of me. I was getting everything turned on. Everything was getting re-stimulated. When I thought I was getting some progress, boom, the whole show got shut down. Every time something blew up in my face. And it would remind me, because I didn't have anything. I didn't have a place to sleep. I didn't have a nice car. I didn't have my family with me. I was alone. I was lonely. I was sick. I was cold. I was sleeping on a hard mattress. I stole a blanket off my plane so I could sleep under that blanket. I'm going to a farm to grab food so I could eat at night. Man, I was exhausted every day. So you got to figure out how to keep your motivation. Why? The target. That's why I spent so much time on that target. Look, it wasn't just some kind of commitment that I had. I had a target. I had to hit that $1 million. I wasn't just in this thing for 90 days, 100% committed. I was 1,000% committed, and I was scared to let my family down. So write this down in your book, and we're gonna move on. Okay. Number one takeaway I had from Undercover Billionaire, you need to bring it to your life. The bigger the commitment, the bigger the payoff. That's why you need big, giant targets. You got to take the leap. You got to say yes to something big. Because little incremental growths, okay, I know it sounds good. I'm just going to grow a little bit every day. No, you're not. You're not going to grow at all. What you're going to do is you're going to get comfortable, okay? You will walk on glass to get the big bag. You will do nothing to get the little score. You got to put yourself in a situation where the only option you have is to win on that option, regardless of how long it takes. Where there's no risk, there's no reward. Where you take no risk, there's no reward. And when the reward is too small, you will not take the risk. Listen to me. When the reward's too small, you will only do so much for $100. You do a lot of other things for $1 million, okay? How about 100 million? How about $1 billion? Okay, make it big, make it real, and then the commitment will follow. You got no choice. Once you lock in, I gotta have that. I gotta have that. And these are the reasons, okay? So enough of the story. From here on out, we're all business, okay? Stand up, boom, shake it off. I'm gonna go to the whiteboard. In your workbook, you're gonna see a chart now that you're clear on your target, and now that you've gotten rid of all your excuses, and now that you're ready to start making some real money, okay, you got to get clear on your business model. What is it? Your business model is that vehicle that's going to get you all the things that you wrote down earlier. When it comes to creating a business model that works, there's only 3 steps to the business. And the first step is, dude, I need some leads. You gotta find prospects who could potentially buy whatever it is you're selling. Qualified people that be interested in doing some business with you. It's their money you need, not your money. If you don't have anything to sell yet, don't worry about it. I didn't have anything to sell when I got to Pueblo. I didn't have a product, okay? We're gonna take care of that for you in a second. We'll fill that in. So we're gonna go leads. When it comes to generating leads, there are a few different ways you can go about doing that. There's the hard way. And this is the way I did it for almost 30 years. I'm gonna pick up the phone and call one person at a time. Or you could do this. You could do the coward call and send out a cold email. Oh, please do business with me. Please do business with me. We're in the same church, and I'm praying that you will do business with me. Remember, when I started the challenge, I didn't even have a computer. I wasn't just cold calling people. I was out on the street. Hey, pull in here. I was literally standing in the streets. If you hadn't seen the show, spinning a sign. I'm telling you, when you want it bad enough, though, you'll do all that stuff, okay? Now, I'm going to show you how to shortcut so you don't have to be an idiot standing in the street, burning the top of your head, not with your family. This training is about doing things not the hard way, the easier way. I want you to have the shortcuts. I want you to take the fastest path. You do not need to do the cold calls. You could if you wanted to, but you don't need to. You don't need to go beat on doors, and you don't need to stand in the street. The fastest way to generate leads in today's market is through online funnels, okay? It's so easy, it's unbelievable. I can't believe God has given us this gift of technology. If you don't know what a funnel is, we'll break it down here in a second, but funnels are just simply web pages that collect people's information, get them to raise their hand and say, hey, I am qualified I am interested and I have some money. Okay, I want to know more about your product and your company. Could you please give me a place to go to give you my name? Like it is the easiest, most unbelievable technology in the world. We've used funnels in my company to generate millions and millions of new leads. And the best part is that once they're set up, they're 100% fully automated. And they'll keep working for you every Saturday for 12 hours. And then the next 12 hours too, by the way. So number one, you got to have the lead, and we'll show you how to create the funnel. The second step in your business model, now that you've got generated, qualified, able, willing, interested leads, how do I close the deal? Okay. I know this part is scary for some people. How do I close this deal? I'm going to show you how to actually automate your close so you don't have to be a person doing this, and we'll work the whole thing out for you. Because here's the thing, when you're closing deals the hard way, yeah, why won't you do it? Why can't you do it? Let me tell you why you should do it. You should give me more money because our product does this and this and this and this, and please. And the whole time you're talking to the wrong person. They can't even make a decision. See, what happens to you is you end up chasing the deal so hard, typically with the wrong person. Here's the shortcut on this, okay? Rather than chasing people so hard, typically the wrong person, why don't you have the right person come to you? After you've generated the lead with your funnel, I'm going to show you how to use sales videos to do the selling for you. Now, if you're saying to yourself right now, Grant, I don't know how to make a sales video. I'll go ahead and let the cat out the bag here. We've actually created the videos for you, so you don't need to do it. You don't even need to know how to do it. I'll share more on that in just a little bit. But leave me a comment if you'd like my team to make your sales videos for you. Because I don't know of anybody in the world that is better than us at one, creating a lead, then converting it to a close than we are. Okay, third and final. I got to deliver. I got to deliver a product. Okay, this is, by the way, the transaction itself. Okay, now delivery. You've got to over-deliver, okay? So what we could do here on delivery, first we want to over-deliver, so they want to do business with us a second time, a third time. You know, you've heard me probably talk about second and third sales, okay? There's reason companies have tens of thousands, there's reason my companies have tens of thousands of five-star reviews. And I'm going to tell you, it's not what you think it is. Oh, you're just really nice to people, okay? Oh, no, it's because our products are good, number one, and they work, number two. And number three, the reason people give us five-star reviews is not what you think it is. It's because we sell them a second time and a third time and a fourth time. You can only do that with automation. Always over-deliver on the expectation, but always know how to automate the second, third, fourth, and fifth sale. So with the third step, there's the hard way of doing it yourself. This is the easier way to do it where you can scale and you take the shortcut, which is to outsource the work to others, okay? And have a partner. This could be a contractor, it could be an employee, or better yet, what I recommend is partnering with another company and letting them do the super delivery of the service or the product. We'll talk more about that here in just a bit, but for now, just know that your business can literally be this simple. Generate leads, close with automation, deliver the goods. I'm going to tell you what I love about services is that you can start selling services that someone else will fulfill now. As fast as tomorrow, but you could really do it sooner than that. Selling a service on Undercover Billionaire, I did not want to have a product because products take time. If you sell a product, physical product, digital product, you got to go build it, grow it. Then you got to grow the subscription. The funnel right here is the fastest and easiest way to generate big paydays. Okay, so for this funnel, you've got 3 pages, okay, where we're generating leads. The thing is, when you get the lead, you got to have something to offer people. And that's what this is right here. We call this a lead magnet, okay? Your lead magnet can be a free report. It could be a free training. It could be a free webinar. It could be almost anything that will get people to give you a hand up in the air saying, I'm interested in that product or service. And this is going to be a capture page. So we're going to capture everything on this first page. It's called the lead capture page. This is going to move us to an appointment. Very simple to do. All can be automated. I raised my hand. I want to know more about that. They hit this page, okay? The magnet pulls them in. I'm qualified. After they booked an appointment, this is where your sales video goes right here, okay? There's going to be a sales video. And it's going to tell the story for you, okay? The beautiful thing about a sales video is you don't have to go and do a presentation when you don't feel good. Sales videos work every day. They work when you're sick. They work when you're not there. They work at 2 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. They always work. They never show up sick. They never show up late, and they never show up with a bad attitude. By the time the prospect gets on your call, you've already gotten them partially or almost all the way sold. If I can get a client 56, 58, 60% sold, the rest of it is just touch and close. I'm going to teach you how to get clients to pay you $60,000 a year or more. You saw me do it on the show, $5,000 a month. So you're going to still have to close the deal. Somebody's got to finish that thing and just kind of push people over. And I'll teach you exactly what to say on that call. But the important thing right now is the sales funnel. This is the senior part. Some of these are just going to come in and buy from you. Trust me, it does happen where it's easier than you think it is. The shortcut is the simplicity. Shortcut the process so you don't have to chase. Remember this is a magnet. I'm pulling people. I'm not chasing people. Oh, I almost forgot one of the most important things. After you've generated the lead, what you want to do here is to have some emails automatically set up. These are called autoresponder emails, meaning you set them up once and then they basically, I get a lead in, boom, it immediately sends, thank you for showing interest, and it's an automated e-responder. And we'll show you how to do that as well. This right here, this is how you start making money while you sleep, if you've ever heard that. One more quick super point before we move on to the next section. I know that many of you on this training, like me, don't like to mess around too much with technology. I'm not a big technology guy. I was born way before any technology happened. I remember when we only had 3 TV channels in America. And I'll tell you, it's not the technology that matters. Don't get me wrong. I love results I get from technology, and I love how much money it makes me, just as long as I don't have to learn everything about the coding and how it works, because I'm not that guy. So here's my golden rule with technology, and that is this. If it doesn't make your life easier, don't do it. Okay, so go ahead and flip the page in your workbook. I'm gonna drop a bomb on you right here that will convert to money. The number one area that every business owner should focus on right now, and this is number one of number ones of all number ones for any type of business, service, products, tangible, intangible, whatever you're doing. Hey, Johnny, can you put those graphs up?
I'm on it.
Okay, show them those graphs, okay? My answer to the question might surprise a lot of people, because here's the thing. For years, I've been known as the number one sales trainer in the world. There's other guys that try to say they are. We sell more sales training in our platform than any other company in the world using Cardone University. Over 50 million individual logins to our platform. Some of the biggest companies in the world, Fortune 500 companies, pay us millions of dollars every year to access my sales training. Despite being known as a sales company, I've come to be known more for this next thing than sales, okay? And it's marketing. Marketing is the holy grail of business. Marketing has got to be your number one, number two, and number three priority in running your business. I always tell people, number one rule, promote. Number two rule, promote. Number three rule, just keep promoting. Johnny, you got that chart up? Okay, so what you're looking at right here is a graph that shows the number of searches for my name. And this data came from Google Trend Analytics. As you can see, this was not overnight. But once I got it going, look at it go, okay? All right, so now I want to show you the revenue our companies did. I want to match the revenues with this same period of time, because look, like I said earlier, if you're doing it and it don't monetize, why the hell are you doing it? I want you to notice the similarities between the two charts as Johnny goes back and forth. One of them is marketing, my brand, how it got attention on Google, and the next one goes to revenue. Flip back and forth, Johnny. Notice how they're almost identical, and there's a reason for that. I want you to write this down. And yes, you heard me say it before, and I say it again. It won't be the last time. Money follows attention. It's like a magnet attracted to you, bringing leads in that are interested. And it took me way too long to learn this, but once I learned it, I doubled it down and 10x'd it. And I don't want you to wait too long. I want you to get started on this now. Whether you're 20 or 50, it's not too late. Let's go. And it's definitely not too early. The biggest mistake I made in my career, if you're taking notes down, look, learn from other people's mistakes. Anybody can learn from their own mistakes. Okay? A wise man, a wise woman will learn from the mistakes of others. And the single biggest regret and mistake I had in the first 3 decades of my career was I did not focus enough on marketing. In hindsight, I didn't focus on marketing because number one, I wasn't thinking big enough. And when you don't think big enough, you think this is a bunch. So you don't want to use this. You're so focused on this when you should be focused on that. You understand? You don't have a choice, by the way. It's not a choice. Stop the madness. I don't like attention. You have to get attention for your business, your brand. You don't have to get attention for your face, but you got to get attention for whatever it is gonna take care of your face. You know what I mean? You're not more valuable to the marketplace than you are known. You are not more valuable to the marketplace than the amount of attention you can create in the marketplace. Best product, best service, best company never wins, and marketing is the way to make yourself and your company recession proof. Just think about it for a minute. When times are good, what does every business need? Marketing. They need leads. When times are bad, okay, the other companies in your marketplace, the insurance company, the car dealership, the plumber, the contractor, the chiropractor, the dentist, what do they all need? All of them. God, if I was 25 years old again, I know what I'd be doing. You've heard me say this before. I'd be in marketing. I would be helping businesses market their products, and that's what you saw me do on the show Undercover Billionaire. I guarantee there's a lot of people out there right now who are freaking out. Oh no, Grant, I don't know a thing about marketing. Nobody else does either. That's the good news. Your liability becomes your asset because it's the same liability as the rest of the world. I would say without a shadow of a doubt, the number one greatest weakness of most businesses today is they don't truly understand marketing. What other companies don't do, what you don't do, can't do, and never get around to doing is the greatest opportunity on planet Earth today. Listen to what I just said. What you haven't learned to do, what other companies don't do, can't do, and never seem to get around to doing because they're running their damn business, they're trying to hire people, they're trying to fix problems, they're trying to handle cash flow, nobody knows how to market. If marketing is the thing that every business needs the most, and marketing is also the thing that nearly every business is bad at, then what type of business do you think might be the best? So of course, it makes a lot of sense for you to start a marketing company. Your client doesn't know anything about it. You'll be a genius by the time I get done with you. And here's the biggest thing about this type of business. Besides the fact, I get so excited I can't even talk. Besides the fact that you can do it part-time, you can do it from anywhere in the world. You could be on a boat, you could be on a pier, you could be in the water, you could be on a kayak. And here's what you got to remember. When I was doing Undercover Billionaire, I had $100 to my name, didn't have a laptop, I couldn't even get an automated funnel to generate leads, okay? I had nothing, literally nothing except commitment to get the bag. I knew a marketing company was my fastest path to building $1 million business. It's funny because you always hear successful people get asked questions like, if you had to start all over again from scratch with no money and no contacts, what would you do? I've been asked that question 1,000 times. I'm here to tell you folks, I started from scratch all over with no money, and I did it. When I decided what type of business to start, I thought about all of our students. I thought about you, about all the success stories we have had over the years. And what really stuck out to me is how many of them were doing some kind of marketing business, or how many of them wanted and needed and were begging to be known online, to be able to sell products and services and get their brand known online. None of those people had typical stories. None of them had typical situations. None of them had typical dreams. But the one common denominator they had was the business they were in. How can you create $1 million business with no products? Because they were providing a service that their clients could not, would not, never got around to doing, marketing. Look, I found a business that needed help. I found a guy that owned a company in Pueblo that needed help getting more customers into their store. I had one meeting with one business owner, Matt, and boom, okay? I showed him what I could do for him. I showed him I could get him business. He raised his hand and said, hey, I want to give you $10,000 to run my marketing campaigns. 10,000 big ones, one of these, okay? It doesn't look like a lot right now, does it? No, because it's not a lot, but I'm going to tell you something. When all you got is $100 in the bank and they give you this, it gave me a little confidence. Just like that, I went from a net worth of $100 to $10,100, okay? Now, obviously, 10,000 is a long way from $1 million, but it is a good start, okay? All I got to do is keep stacking customers. I'll share how much my business did at the end of the workshop today, but I'll tell you that one $10,000 deal meant to me more than just about any single deal, including $100 million real estate purchases. That 10,000 gave me enthusiasm and confidence, okay? And if you're in that place right now with no money, I want you to have that feeling like, dang, I could do this. One deal can change everything. One deal can change everything and get you on the road to financial freedom. So here's what I want you to realize. Marketing is not hard to learn. In fact, marketing is something most people don't understand, okay? It's not hard to understand, and most people don't take the time to understand it. So if you took the time to understand it and they don't understand it, you could be the king or the queen in your marketplace. For those of you who already have a successful business, look, you might not care about starting a marketing company, but you sure as heck better learn how to have a marketing company for your company. So here's the last line for this section so we can move on. The number one thing you should invest time and money into going forward is marketing. When you understand marketing, you will multiply your attention, and when you multiply your attention for your business, you will multiply money. Marketing is all about making investments. Some of the best investments I've ever made was in my education, but it did not take place in college. I mean, how many of your college professors would have 10 million social media followers? I doubt any of them, okay? If you went to college today, great. If you already went and got your degree, great, okay? If you're in college, that's awesome. I'm telling you, there's an opportunity out there that I wish I was getting at 25 years old, okay? Or at 55 years old, okay? I didn't start playing this game, this internet game, the social media game, the marketing game, until I was like 53, 54 years old. So don't be one of those people who stops investing in learning. Now what I want to do is I want to talk about the different types. I told you I'd give you guys a lot of information here. I want to talk to you about the different types of marketing that I recommend. This is a section labeled in your workbook as Grow, okay? 10 keys for sales and leads. And I'll tell you, it's hard to slim it down to 10 because when it comes to marketing, you want to be everywhere. You got to invest your time and money into those things that will produce the best results for you and your clients. I've got it down to my top 10, and I've got my list right here. Okay, really quick in the comment box, I'd like to hear your opinion. What do you feel are the most important areas of marketing to focus on right now? Which do you think are the most important in today's society, not just to you, but to others? So I'd better not hear anything about anybody talking about the yellow pages, which half of you don't even know what a yellow page is. What are people saying, Jared?
Okay, let's see.
Best forms of marketing right now.
Yeah, a lot of people, Instagram, Facebook.
Okay, so here's my 10, okay? Those are some good answers. Here's the 10 I think are the most important today. Not necessarily in this order, but the first one that I did not hear about is sales funnels. We talked about it earlier. You have to have something to collect your leads from. Number 2 would be email marketing. We talked about that one as well. We could set these up, automate them for you so that you have email marketing. 3 is Facebook, and I hope they go away. I just don't like them, okay? But they're there, and we use them, okay? And it's crazy to me that they have, 2 billion users on Facebook today? I think they're going to end up with all of them. So you got to be on Facebook. 4 is Instagram. You guys nailed that one in your comments, okay? Number 5 is YouTube. And I've got a smaller audience on YouTube than the other 2 combined. It took me 12 years to get to 1 million subscribers. I'll tell you right now, my YouTube subscribers is 1/6 of my Facebook, 1/3 of my Instagram. I would take my Instagram and my Facebook, and YouTube will still beat both of them combined, okay? So YouTube's my best friend in the universe. 6 are podcasts. and this is one that most people overlook, collaborating with other people on their stage, not your stage. 7 is Facebook ads, where we spend money. We actually make Mark richer than he already is. Good for him. And if you don't know it, Facebook ads include Instagram ads as well. You probably know that. Number 8 is Google ads. Google is still the biggest source of traffic on the internet universe. And of course, Google ads include YouTube ads, lots of money. I'm not talking about YouTube paying me to throw ads on my stuff, but I could buy YouTube ads to play on your stuff, okay? Number 9 is SEO, and search engine optimization is awesome because it's how you maximize your traffic and leads from all the other channels, okay? Number 10, I could go on with this list, but number 10 is stats, statistics. While statistics don't give you leads, generate new leads for you, if you're not keeping your stats, if you're not tracking it, it's not gonna grow, okay? You gotta be able to lift the stat, the graph. I got to see if it's going down. I got to see if it's flat. I got to see if it's going up. Stats are one of the most valuable things that we use to run our business today. Any business that gets even half of this list dialed in, I'm riding on your plane. So if you do end up starting with our marketing program, I'm going to show you how to take content you make on one platform and drop it onto all 9 that I discussed and start adding to the other ones that will pop. Why? 10x. You multiply cost platforms with one piece of content. After that, I'm going to show you how you can tie these all together so that you can multiply your results. 10x is not an idea. 10x is the way you do things. I don't want you to just add. Okay, I did it on Instagram. Let me go make another video for Facebook. Okay, I'm going to make another video for YouTube. That's ridiculous. That's not multiplication. Okay, if you're sitting there thinking right now to yourself, I don't have the time to do all this. You don't think I do all this stuff by myself, do you? Look at all that video content I got up there. While I might not do any of this stuff, I understand. I'm not cutting video. I'm not editing video. I'm not doing sound. I understand what it should look like, what it should sound like, and what you should see. I understand all these 10 pieces that I'm talking to you about today. I can speak the language. I can ask the right questions, and I can give feedback. But that doesn't mean I need to understand the technology, nor does it mean I need to do the work, which makes the perfect business, okay? And neither do you. So if you're asking yourself, how are you going to have the time to do all this stuff? You don't need it. You don't need the time. And by the way, the fact that you got a time problem means that probably every business where you live has the same problem and why they never get around to doing it. Now, you do need to understand it. You need to know more than they know about it. You need to understand all 10 of these. So if you're smart, if you follow the system I'm about to share with you in just a few minutes, you not only will get all the work done for you by outsourcing, you'll get it done with 0 out of your pocket. That's right. Somebody else is going to do it, and it'll cost you nothing. And I'll tell you the secret on how to do this with no money in just a minute. Remember, your goal isn't necessarily to get great at any of these things. You can make good money doing any of these. You can make big money doing any of these. We pay our ad buyers and our social media people extremely well. Just realize the skills will only help you earn so much. What you want more than the skills, more valuable than the skills, what you want are the systems, okay? I don't need to know the skills. I need to have the system to hit my targets. Because the skills, I can only pay 80 grand a year for your skills. Maybe 100, maybe 150. Maybe you're at Facebook, I'll pay you 250. But until you get systems in place that can hit targets, you can't get to $1 million. You understand? Because if I make 250 a year, I need a system that can 4x that to get to 1 million. If I want to make 10 million, I need 40x. The only thing that's that you're never going to be paid 40x for your skills. It's never happened in the history of mankind. You can't be that good that somebody's going to pay you 40 times. You need systems, and systems are more valuable than skills. Why do I say that? Because if you're relying on your skill, I'm a great sawer. I know how to saw. I know how to write, okay? You're limited to one person. You're always going to be working. Your talent is, I'm a boxer. I'm the greatest boxer in the world. Floyd Mayweather's the greatest boxer in the world. He's got systems in place right now to get him $100 million for a fight. But in the beginning, he was paid 20 grand a fight. If you've got a proven system that anybody can do the work, that anyone can get in there and fight, systems are what help you get the stacks like this one right here. And Jared, while I'm thinking about it, can we get somebody to deposit this money back in the bank? Okay, I just hate having this much cash sitting around. Look, I really want to ask this quick question in comments. I want to see how many of my real followers out there notice. Why do you guys think having this much money here bothers me? Okay, and it's not the theft, by the way. I got plenty of security. They're out there protecting me right now. You'd be crazy to come in here and try to steal this from me. Even if you could get through the doors back there, oh my God, I got something waiting for you. Okay, what are people saying, Jared? Why do I have a problem with this much money sitting here?
Let's see. There's lots of replies here. They're kind of all over the place. Because money's dirty. Dollar bills aren't sanitary. It could be earning interest in the bank. Here we go. Money is the root of all evil.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're confused. Okay. Every day your money sits in the bank, you're losing money. And you know that's true. Cash is trash, right, Jared?
Yeah, Janine, that's what Janine it's so funny. Janine just said that here. A few other people too. Katrina said, money is to be invested.
That's right. And that's exactly what you should be doing. You should be buying marketing time with it. Everybody needs to make this note in your book. Put it in the side margin. Put it somewhere. Put it on your forehead. Money is useless until it is put to use. Money is useless until it is used. Unless you're using money in a way that can either make more money or get you more attention or save you more time, money is useless until it is used. It's like somebody said in the comments, cash is trash. This entire pile of money right here has zero value sitting on this table. It's just a big stack of paper that is useless until I can take it and put it to use. You understand? The biggest mistake I see new entrepreneurs make is they either hold on to their money too long, like they're gonna save themselves to wealth. It's never happened in the history of the world. Newsflash, saving money does not make money. You gotta get this money to work. Money's a tool. Now let's get back to your business plan. Turn to the next page. Let's do this section really fast. God dang it, man. I get talking and I just want to give you guys everything I can give you while I'm here. Let's accelerate this thing. Money loves speed. Money loves speed. Let's go. The 7 secrets to fast results. You ready? Write this down. Accelerator. Number 1 is to get a fast win and expand. Get wins, get victories. Let's go out and get your first sale as fast as humanly possible. You need a victory. You need a win. I was talking to Drew Brees about this. I said, Drew, how important is it to win? Man, you got to have wins. You don't have wins, you don't have wins. I said, what? He's like, you don't have a win, you can't get wins. You got to get a win to get the wins. Remember your resources. I can pretty much guarantee that somebody you know or somebody they know needs what you're selling, marketing. Somebody in your neighborhood or a business owner in your church, a chiropractor, a plumber, one of your old friends from college. You've also got businesses that you buy from, restaurants, a gym, a hair salon. It goes on, online businesses. Whoever it is, your first sale is probably going to be someone that either is in your network that you know, that you spend money with, or that spends money with you. That's your network's network. And this is the complete opposite of what other gurus out there teach. They tell you the riches are in the niches. I'm like, dude, the riches are everywhere. Okay, maybe you pick a niche, but that was a big mistake for me. I picked one niche. Niche got hammered by the economy. Boom, I got hurt. Okay, everybody needs what I'm talking about right here. There is no business. The cosmetologist to the chiropractor to the dentist to the plumber to the car dealer to the online marketer. Money attracts more money. The first sale leads to a second sale. Once you get the first one, boom, it's like popcorn. Pop, 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 pop. You'll get the second one, the third one, the fourth one, the fifth one. Now, I can't wait to tell you guys what I ended up with at the end of 90 days. I'm sharing with you. I go to Pueblo, look around, don't have anything to do. I'm trying to figure out how to turn $100 into $1 million in 90 days. I'm like, man, I'm going to do the marketing thing. It's easy. No money involved. They don't know how to do it. They don't have the time to do it. They never get around to doing it, and they all know they need to do it. You understand? Okay? Number two thing you got to do, maximize your income per buyer. Believe it or not, it's not really any harder to sell products or services for the high dollar margins as it is for a low dollar margin. I made my first sale on Undercover Billionaire for $10,000 and I had zero social media profile. I was nobody. I literally had to use a fictitious name. So if you think you need, I gotta have history, I gotta have a bio, I gotta have a bunch of customers. No, you don't. You don't even need any social media presence to do this, okay? You are going to do for them what they can't do for themselves. And I'll tell you a secret of why you want to maximize every sale and not do the cheapy stuff, but do the higher margin stuff. 10,000 is as easy as to get as it is $10. Because when you do, you're going to have a better client. You're going to have a better quality client with less work than if you worked for 10 bucks and no margin. So when you get started with this, I'm going to teach you exactly how to get top dollar. When you get started on this new thing I want to do with you, I'm going to teach you how to get top dollar out of every transaction. Okay, third accelerator. Remember, recurring revenue, subscriptions is everything. It's the holy grail of business. You want subscription income. That's what is beautiful about marketing. It keeps going and going and going. So everything you do, you want to make sure it's going to create ongoing, continual revenue. We're going to put your client on recurring revenue systems and services, and it makes it easy for them and easy for you. I'll show you exactly how to do this as well. What I love the most about recurring revenue is that it creates predictability and confidence. When you've got clients paying you every month, month after month on a contract, you have confidence to grow your business. Your life becomes less stressful, and who doesn't want that? Number 4, copy what works. When it works, do it, okay? When it works for someone else, copy it and use it. When most people think about marketing, they think about being creative. Oh, I gotta do something new. I gotta come up with a new color, a new image. No, you don't. I'm gonna tell you that when you start a business, you do not have a lot of time to get creative. To be more specific, I'll even let you copy my stuff. Copy me, it's already working. All you need to do is tweak a little bit to make it your own. Don't use my name, use yours. The big secret here is that you don't need to be creative to get paid. Number 5, amplify your personal social media. I mentioned this briefly. I'm going to show you my secrets to growing my following from 1 follower to over 13 million followers online that are engaged, highly engaged community, a lot of interaction. I'll show you exactly how we did that and how to do it as fast as possible with as little work on your part. It's all about being everywhere, all at the same time, referred to as omnipresent. And the big secret with this one is that it doesn't even have to be your content. God, I wish I'd have known this, man. I would be so much further ahead had I collaborated with other people that want the same thing I want, which is attention. And if you're someone who doesn't like being on camera, you're like, oh man, Grant, you can do all this stuff because you don't mind being in front of the camera. Okay, if you don't like it, then start doing interviews with other people and help them build out their social, and you'll get a natural following as well. I know introverts that have more followers than I do, because they've learned how to leverage other people's platforms and knowledge and content and share stages. Okay, number 6. And that is use arbitrage to create money. This is a huge idea right here. And I hope you're still taking notes, because if you're not familiar with the term arbitrage, it can really change your life. Arbitrage in this situation is when you get paid for something here in advance. So let's say you sell a client a product for $5,000 a month on some advertising service, and you in turn outsource it to another company to deliver that product, and they charge you $2,000 a month. The arbitrage is the $3,000. Happens every day from Wall Street to Main Street. And I'm going to teach you how companies, reputable companies, do it every single day. And they'll even deliver the services with your company's logo on it. And it's an awesome way to leverage yourself and your time. The big secret is that you get all the work done with no money out of your pocket, by the way, in case you missed that. You're like, okay, I bought it for $2, I sold it for $5, somebody else delivered it, I keep the $3. What did it cost me? Nothing. It's crazy, man. It's leverage. Imagine you collecting $5,000 a month. Maybe you have one call a month with a client. Maybe you answer a few emails. Maybe you get some FaceTime or Zoom call with them, and all the dirty work, all the intricacies, the little stuff gets handled by people that's what they do for a living. Pros that know way more than you do. Professionals that do it every day, who already have a huge track record, deliver, and you get paid the bulk of the margin. So in the example I gave you, if you collected $5,000 a month and paid out $2,000, you would collect $36,000 a year, $3,000 a month. $3,000 will change somebody's life. And you didn't do the work. You just set the deal up. And that's for one client. Do it 10 times, that's 30 grand a month. Now, we're gonna do the math on what that looks like here in just a second. I'm gonna map this out for you. But first, let me give you the last accelerator. 7, always systemize everything. You want checklists, flow charts, spreadsheets. You want all that stuff laid out to make sure things are running smoothly. And that's the secret for number 7. Systems work because they take away the guesswork. Once you've got systems in place, remember, systems over skills, you won't have any more confusion, you won't have doubt, and you know exactly what you can deliver your customer. By the way, your customer lacks systems. So when you put them in place, it creates more certainty for them. We're now on the last page of your workbook. This is where we'll really put it all together about what's possible. This is where the rubber meets the road and where you get to go to the bank. The top sections here should say reverse engineering your goals. You hear people talk about this all the time, but nobody ever showed, just reverse engineer it. Okay, good. Can you show me how to do that? Let me give you a year 1 scenario, okay? We're gonna reverse engineer your situation. And we're gonna do it with math rather than just
Do the math.
do the math, okay? This is the first thing I do with any major target. Let's say I have my year 1 scenario. You could do this math any way you want to. I'm gonna show you how to do it, okay? So year 1 scenario, let's say we have 10 buyers out of your entire market that pay you $2,500 for an average sale times 12. That is 300 grand. And you can break this math up any way you want. Okay, let's say we build it up and grow the business. And by year 3, you now have 25 buyers, 25 repeating buyers times what number? Are you going to stay with the 25? Oh, no, let's do the $5,000. Now we grew our business. We got more confidence. You got more experience. You got more results. 25 buyers out of 7 billion people on the planet. Out of 32 million businesses just in America. So you got to know your market. How big's your market? Is that right? 32 billion. So 32 million businesses. Can I get 25 people out of 32 million? 25 buyers times 12 months is $1.5 million. Let's say by year 5 we have 50 buyers and you've added some services now, and they're paying you $10,000 a month. $10,000 a month times the 12 months. Is that possible? 50 buyers out of 32 million businesses in America. Maybe you're going outside your market now. You got more confidence. You got second, third products. You're offering other services. You got a much bigger network now. And I'm just showing you the possibility here. This is going to equal $6 million a year. And imagine that you have all the systems in place. You could exit this business. Somebody would buy this business from you. Maybe another marketing company would buy it from you just for the clientele. They might pay 2 times, 3 times, maybe 4 times that revenue. That's a $24 million business that you now have for sale. Johnny, can you pull up the clip of of my valuation on Undercover Billionaires? Can you show the valuation?
Yeah.
And if it blows up in my face, it's going to cost me $1 million in cash.
So what does that put the valuation at?
$5.5 million.
I said 5.7, man. I said you'd give me 5.7 million.
Are you happy?
$5.5 million. Okay, this is freaking awesome. Thank you so much.
All right,
I appreciate it. Money follows attention. I got a lot of attention over the last 90 days. The American dream is alive and well, and that's what we proved here today. Grant Cardone is a bad, bad man.
And that's it, folks. Boom, boom, shalakadaka. If I can build a $5 million business in 90 days with no cash, no name, no social media following, and no hair. I got an old truck, sounds like most people out there right now, beat up truck, a phone that's empty and no contacts, can't get any help. If I can do that in 90 days, look, if you just took my know-how, what could you do in the next 90 days, 9 months, 3 or 4 years? What could you build? I'm going to give you my know-how. You probably noticed I actually fell short of my target. So I was shooting for the 10. I got half of that, hit the 5.5, whatever the mark was. But that's why you set high targets. Even if you fall short, at least you'll be further ahead than you are if you play a small game. I was able to fall short and still smash the $1 million target in 90 days. Smashed it, killed it. It's because I was committed. Okay, remember, the bigger the commitment, the bigger the payoff. The bigger the target, if the target changes your life, I'm willing to bet you wrote down some of these pretty big numbers here that I just put on the board. Maybe those numbers scare you a little bit. Ken, there's no way I can do that. What if you do half of it? Look, I was scared to death when I decided to go on the show. A little bit of fear is good. It means you're alive. It means you're not comfortable. It means you're making moves. If you look at the next section in your book, you'll see there's 3 steps that I want you to use in order to reach your goals, okay? It's as simple as A, B, and the C. The A is you got to align money and motivation. Because look, those numbers on your paper, those numbers you wrote down, they don't mean a thing. You want to buy a new house for your wife, you want to buy a new house for your parents, you want to buy a new house for your husband, you need money. Maybe you've got a car that you've been dreaming about. Maybe you got a vacation you've been dreaming about. Maybe it's a boat or a trip. You need to see it. And then I need to align myself with other people that have similar motivation. B, pay the price. I always say this, pay the price today so you can pay any price in the future. You got to be willing to pay the price to get there. I'm willing to walk on glass to get my family in a position. Is it going to be easy? Nope. Staying where you're at's not easy either. Nothing worthwhile is ever easy. But it could be easier than what you've been doing. Let me figure out another thing. The next thing is not going to be easy either, but at least there's the payoff. I'm going to give you the biggest shortcut in business history, but it won't be free. You got to be willing to pay the price. You got to be willing to do things that other people won't do. You know that, right? And that brings me to C. C, commit. Talk is cheap. You got to commit, okay? And I'm talking about commit 100%. Who's ready and committed to have some major life changes, to finally start getting the results, financial results that you've been deserving probably your whole life? Who's ready to have some major life changes? Because I'm telling you, it all starts with a commitment. Jared, what are people saying? Who's committed? Come on.
Yes, I'm in 100%, $1 million. Wow, that number's so high, I can't even read it. People are saying they're fully committed, man.
Yeah, but are you really willing to pay the price? I mean, really, 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 really ready to change? Because we will see right this second. Talk is cheap. Chat is cheap. Yes, I'm ready. Yes, so let's go. Oh, I would do anything, okay? Look, it's time to see if you're willing to put your money where your mouth is and put your time and energy and your commitment and your spirit where your ideas are. If you're not willing to make a commitment, that's what I'm about to share with you is probably not for you, okay? Look, if you're sick and tired of clowning around, if you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, and you're ready to take the game back, marketing, building a marketing company is actually the cheapest entry possible for you to build a $1 million business for you and your family. If you're somebody who is willing to pay the price without going back to college, I'm not talking about doing that, or without learning a trade that'll take you 2 years, and you're somebody who understands that you've got to make investments in order to get ahead in life, okay? At this point, you've got 2 options, 2 paths you can take to start hitting targets and building a new company and getting another flow of income. Number 1, do it yourself. This is called the 10X Marketing Do-It-Yourself Program. This is history in the making as I share with you, okay? After all these years, all these millions of followers I've collected, all these thousands of companies I've helped with their marketing and their sales programs, I have finally decided to share my marketing secrets with the world. I'm fired up right now. Jared, they fired up in the comments?
Oh, yeah,
Never
baby,
done
they
this
fired
before,
up.
never offered this before. The 10X Marketing Do-It-Yourself program consists of 3 different courses. These are step-by-step courses. The first one's called Your First Million in Business. And look, nobody's ever going to guarantee you a thing. I'm not guaranteeing you anything. I'm guaranteeing you this though. If you don't change, you ain't going to change. And if you don't do something different, nothing different is ever going to happen. This course is the exact blueprint that I would follow if I wanted to hit my first $1 million as fast as possible. And we're going to start from ground zero, assuming you have nothing, no information, no contacts, and no money. And I'm going to take you from helping you farm your own business, that's right, creating the LLC, and how to collect your first money, how to get your marketing going, how to grow and scale, how to find a client. It's all right here. And it really doesn't matter what you do right now. It doesn't matter whether you're a hairstylist or you own a pizza shop. It doesn't matter if you're doing an Uber or a massage. You could be an author, a real estate investor. You could start your own marketing company like we've been talking about here today. This stuff works for any type of business. And it doesn't matter if you're starting out day one or you're already good at making money. I laid out the entire thing for you, so it's all step by step. Very simple, okay? This is not motivation, it's strategy, the systems. The next course included in the Do-It-Yourself program is my 10X Marketing Crash Course. So if you're somebody who's sitting there, you heard me talk about all this stuff earlier, funnels, social media, email marketing. Maybe you got that feeling like, might be a little bit behind here. Well, don't worry, I got you covered here, okay? I created the crash course to get you up to speed so you could do it fast. This is a super short course that's going to give you a thorough understanding of all the major marketing principles we use right here. So when you get done with the crash course, you already know 90%, maybe 95% of the business owners out there, what they don't even know. And then after you finish that, it's time to level up. It's time to play at these big levels because the final course in this offer is my 10X Marketing Mastery course. This is the magic right here. This is the stuff that took me from being an obscure nobody to being named the #1 marketer influence in the world by Forbes. This is what got me in a position to sell out stadiums of 34,000 people on Super Bowl weekend. This is how our high-level students are absolutely crushing it. This level of training is something I've never shared before except at my most exclusive events. This marketing mastery program is information that other people have paid $10,000 or more to access. Quite frankly, at that price, at 10 grand, it's a steal. This is the same information I use to do over 100 million in revenue in COVID. Now, the important question here is would it be worth to you to build the stack, to build a $3 million business or a $10 million business or a 20? What is it worth to unlock 40 years of my business and marketing knowledge? So your first option on the Do-It-Yourself programs, if you choose this option, you get all 3 courses, the online and 100% digital for a one-time investment of $497. That's it. But here's the thing. While $497 is obviously a ridiculous offer, I told you that I was going to do today was stupid crazy, and my team can't even believe that I'm going to do this right now.
You are crazy, man.
Thank you.
Are crazy.
So let's talk about your second option, okay? I'm very, very proud and very excited to share with you. Watch what I'm going to do now. You're like, man, what's he about to do? The 10X Marketing done for you. Okay, not by yourself, but for you.
Come on, man. Let's
Check
go.
it out. My team and I put together a ridiculous amount of time and money into this thing. We worked for almost a year straight to take my 40 years of knowledge, kick out everything that didn't work, add everything that does so that you could grow your business. We packaged it into the most powerful program I've ever created. Truly believe this. I promise you the biggest shortcut in business history, and this is it right here. Let me be crystal clear about something. When I say done for you, what I mean is that we set this thing up for you on a silver platter. Me and my team have done so much of this work as physically possible, so this is done for you. But this is not a franchise. This is not some work from home opportunity, by the way. This is everything you need to start and grow a marketing business. That means it's yours. You own it. So when you get started with the Done For You program, you'll still get all the training. And in addition to that, you're also going to get every system you need to run your marketing. Pay attention to what I'm about to tell you. Not only every system to run your marketing company and your own personal marketing. By the way, you could make sense of what I'm about to do if all you wanted to do was steal my information and market your own company and never sell it to another person. But I'm talking about the possibility that you would actually build a marketing business out of this, okay? You'll get every system you need to grow and scale your business and also do that for someone else. Even if you don't have a business yet, remember, it's all about systems. Systems are more valuable than
skills.
That's right. When you got the systems, you got the right systems, anyone can do the work for you, or you could actually outsource and know who to do that with. With the 10X Marketing Done For You program, we're not only going to give you one system, we're giving you all 10 systems, okay? All 10. Remember the top 10 I mentioned. They're the same 10 areas we talked about earlier. Each of these individual systems contains everything you need to know to start producing massive results quickly. These aren't some long-winded, boring training videos. I don't have that in me. There are videos in there, but these systems are all about what to do next. They're all about getting results as fast as you can for yourself and, if you choose to, others. Each of your done-for-you systems are 100% online. You can share them with a team member or a virtual assistant. You can share them with somebody else. Each of these marketing systems includes the following things that you have to know about. First, quick start video. I recorded these to get you up and running fast, even if you know nothing about the topic. You literally don't need to know a thing to do this, but you do need a commitment. Next is the detailed action manual. This is an exact step-by-step blueprint so you know what to do next. Concise manuals that tell you exactly what you and your team need to do if you choose to build a team. It's got absolutely none of the fluff, none of the bullshit, none of the long stories that you find in most courses. In addition to that, we give you step-by-step checklists so there's zero guesswork. It's literally like done, 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 we're good. Next are your operational flow charts. We've got flow charts for everything in here so that you can build your marketing campaigns out. And last but not least are our real world swipe files. If you don't know what a swipe file is, it basically means I'm giving you access to our very best marketing materials. I'm giving you all my best stuff so you can swipe it and use it in your own business. You'll see exact videos and content that we've dropped online that has worked successfully. You can copy it, you can mimic it, you can emulate it. Okay, so let's just run through these 10 real quick. You're getting the sales funnel system. You're also going to get our email marketing system. Then you're going to get the Facebook system, okay? If you're sitting there saying, Grant, I don't want to use Facebook. I hate Facebook. I'm with you. I hate them too. You got to stop thinking like a consumer here. Start thinking like a business winner. Next is Instagram. Now, remember, you don't need to do all these things to be successful. If you do just 3 of them, you're going to be successful. In fact, there are plenty of people out there who have only mastered one platform and swear, live and die by the one platform and built 7-figure businesses. But if you're smart, you'll do what I did and just get all of them done for you. Number 5 is YouTube. Next is podcasts. Next, you're getting our entire system for running profitable Facebook ads and, of course, Google ads. Next one's SEO. The last marketing system in the Done For You package, and the one most important, I live and die by this one, is stats. If you can't measure it, you can't manage it. Those are the 10 systems behind me. I haven't even shown you the best stuff yet. So we're jumping right now into the 3 core business systems. Number 1, we have the lead system. Leads. Where are the leads coming from? By the way, Jared, can you get this money out of here? This $1 million sitting here starting to bother me. Get this money in the bank.
Okay.
Get this money out of here, okay?
Hang on.
Number 2 is the closing system. And 3 is the outsourcing system. This is where you're actually going to collect that delta between what you can charge for things, what you pay for things. Thanks, Jared. And then you're going to keep the difference, or what's called the delta. So we have 3 core systems that we want to discuss. 1 is the leads, 2 is the systems, and 3 is the outsourcing. You're getting a bunch of funnels you need for maybe an ad agency, another one for a social media agency, and others for all types of marketing. So look, what you're looking at here is a bona fide lead generating machine that's done for you. In fact, you can use these funnels for any type of business that you want, and you can put them on any platform. We use ClickFunnels, but you can use whatever you want. Click the button really quick. Johnny, show it to them. This stuff works right out of the box. 100%, listen, 100% done for you. We've created the free reports. We've already written all the automated emails. We've even created ads for you. And the important thing is, Good news is you don't need to be a techie to do this. Look at me, I'm not a techie. Look what I've done with my business and my brand, my email campaigns, my social media. I've done it and I'm not a techie, and that's what I want to share with you with the Done It For You program. My team made this stuff so easy that even I could do it, and if I can do it, trust me, you can do it, and that's saying a lot. Okay, let's move to the 10X closing system now. Once I get the lead, how do I close the deal? It's time to close some deals. That's where we get that paper. That's where we make that money for you, okay? If you're somebody who struggles with sales and negotiations and closing, I'll let you in on a little secret. You get nervous about asking for money because you get nervous about spending money. How you buy is how you will sell. Listen to me. How you buy things, how you make decisions on $600 is exactly correlated with how you will get $600. If you want to learn how to get more money, learn how to spend money without sweating it, without adding time and struggle and analysis paralysis. Make quick decisions about how you use money, and your customers, promise you this is magic, your customers will start making decisions with you in the same fashion that you make decisions. That's why I created this program. It's a complete no-brainer for you to make a decision on, so you can make a decision quickly today. You could sign up today. We could get you started immediately. And then you could go out and expect the same thing from your customers. Remember earlier when I told you one of the big shortcuts in sales is to use videos, okay? Well, I know not everybody has world-class video team like we've gotten. I didn't start with a world-class team, so you might have guessed that we are going to do the video for you. Johnny, can you roll that video?
Look, it's no secret that in today's competitive economy, if you don't have a strong online presence, you're leaving money on the table. And it doesn't matter what type of business you run. Maybe you're a service company that needs more qualified leads, a local business trying to get more foot traffic, or an internet-based company that wants more online customers.
That's good. These are full-length sales videos that basically tee you and your company up to make a sale. In addition to these videos, I'm also going to give you my time-tested sales scripts. Okay, this book is loaded with scripts. It took me 30 years to develop and manifest and perfect these scripts. These scripts tell you exactly what to say in every single selling situation. And I'm not just going to give you my word-for-word scripts. I'm going to give you, check this out, all the rebuttals that you will hear. And boom, the deal is done. When you got the leads, you close the sales, and then you have scripts to handle every objection and rebuttal, you're good. Now, the last piece of the closing system are all the legal contracts. All you have to do with our legal contracts is literally fill in the blanks. Okay, last part. You ready to buy this thing or what, Jared?
I mean, dude, they've been ready.
They ready? Jared, are they ready? They ready?
10 minutes they've been ready.
Okay, so for the last part here, okay? The last part is the 10X outsourcing system. And when I say outsourcing, I'm talking about getting other people to do your work for you. This could be a team member, or better yet, check this out. This is leverage. 10X is about leverage. It could be a professional company outside your company that you outsource, give them a programs individually. This is what it would cost you to purchase this program off of my website. So number one, you're going to get my brand new, your first million in business course. You can buy that online right now for $997 by itself. You're going to get my 10X marketing crash course, which retails for $97. You're going to get my advanced 10X marketing mastery course, which would cost you another $997. You're getting all 10 of our marketing systems, each of which sell for 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, that's $500 each. You're going to get the lead system. By the way, none of this matters if you don't have leads. You're going to get the lead system, which has all the pre-built funnels, the lead magnet, the pre-written emails, and if that's not enough, I'm going to give you the ads as well. That's $5,000. You're going to get the 10X closing system and everything you need to close the sale, including the sales videos, including the scripts, including the legal contracts, And you know attorneys aren't cheap. And last but not least, you're going to get the 10X outsourcing system. Look, this is everything you need to run your business like a boss. You can do this part-time or you can do it full-time. You can do it in your spare time. Look, it doesn't matter. Some of you are going to make millions out of this. But I can promise you this, regardless of what you make, when you finish this program, you're going to get a certificate to prove that you are through our program, okay? You can use this to help land clients to walk in and say, hey, I'm certified here with Grant Cardone. You can get a better job, a better position, negotiate a better salary. Look, whatever you can imagine, you can get. This is priceless. This by itself is priceless. Education, when you have it, nobody can take it from you. And this all adds up to what? It adds up to this. If you were going to buy this, each thing individually, you would spend $19,052. I mean, how can you put a price on building a profitable business? And not only would you have a highly profitable business, you would have a flexible business that allows you to work it when you want to work it from wherever you want to work it. This program will help you generate leads and make sales and close deals. And it's bigger than just that. If this program is the thing that finally allows you to take control of your financial future, it would be worth way more than $19,000. Money's not everything. Money's just this, okay? I make 19 grand, I spend 19 grand, whatever the program is. I make 60 grand, or I make 600 grand, or I make 6 million. Money's one thing. The quality of your life is everything. And the good news is you're not going to have to pay 19 grand for this program. Not even close to that. And I told you that I have two options, okay? So I'll go ahead right now and tell you the price this deal was going to be. It was going to be $497. You do it yourself. $1997 for the done for you package, okay? And at $1997, by the way, this would be a steal. For all the training, all the support, all the done-for-you systems, $1997, I think you would agree, the scripts, the funnels, the ads, the videos, this everything that I told you about, the rebuttal program. But I know there's a lot of people out here who couldn't swing $1997. Look, I've been there. So I'm not here to get in the way of your greatness. And your greatness comes because you make commitments. Just keep making commitments. I'm here to help you go big right now. But just because I want to help you go big doesn't mean you need to spend big. I'm here to help you get those targets and achieve the goals and create the life of freedom that you deserve. The life of freedom that I have created in my own life because some people along the way gave me little breaks. They encouraged me. They put me in a position. They gave me time to pay for things. They said, hey, what can you do, not what can't you do? And that's why I decided to drop the price on the Done For You program because, look, I want to be part of your deal. I want to take credit for helping you get to where you go. I don't want you to do this by yourself. I want you to do this with me and my team. I want to make this so easy for you to do, so cheap, so low on price that anybody who wants it real bad, anybody that's really committed can make this happen and will have no excuses. And I already know that you want this. You know you want it, okay? So by now you should see a little button pop up on your screen. Johnny, make sure they get that button. Okay, but make sure you get that button ready. When you click on that button, you're getting everything that you've seen here today. Everything. All the training, all the support, the 10 marketing systems, all 3 business systems. You're getting everything you need to start building your dream business for a one-time investment of $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, $600, and I'll give you $3 back. Boom! Dude, that's a freaking
man.
deal.
There it is,
$495,
man.
add $100 for $100 more money than doing it on your own for $100 for one dead Benjamin Franklin guy with a receding headline, okay, that supposedly found electricity for only $100. You're getting everything you need to get your business started, and you can start making money now. And you can do it fast, okay? Look, it took me 10 days in Pueblo, Colorado, as Lewis Curtis, to make $10,000. 10 days. I had no money, couldn't use my name, but I could use intelligence of marketing. Click the button below. Let's go. Let's get you started. It's go time, baby. Okay? Lewis Curtis can do it. Grant Cardone can do it. And so can you. And I'm telling you, when you get inside your members area, okay, inside on the other side of the click, the link, you're going to see value that you're getting with this program. You're going to be blown away. Promise you. Promise you. You will look at this and say, okay, I'm ripping this guy off. Okay? You're going to get the step by step. It's do this, do this, do this, and make cash register. Ring, ring, jing, jing, let's go. Let it swing, let it grow. And I guarantee you're gonna have leads calling you. And look, you already know that if you wanna get all those things that you wrote down earlier, you're going to need help, support. Otherwise, you would have already gotten where you wanted to get, but you hadn't. Very, very, very important for people to understand. Ladies and gentlemen, listen to me. If you're not where you want to be, it's because you need some help getting where you deserve to be. The first $10,000 check changed everything for me on Undercover Billionaire. But remember, this isn't about you getting one check. You could get 6 people to give you $100, and you're even. And you got a tax deduction. And you learn something new. And you got something nobody can take from you. You're going to get better at this, not worse. All you got to do is do this. It's about getting checks every month, though, because nobody's going to advertise with you for 1 month. Nobody does that. How long do you think this is going to? How long do you think? This is what they're going to ask you. How long, if I pay you $1,000 a month, how long do you think, Jerry, before we start seeing some leads? That's what your customer's going to say. They know this is recurring revenue for you. And they know it's a recurring expense for them. And everyone knows that's in business, hey, I need to advertise to stay in business. Look, when you click on that button, you have to remember this. This is a one-time investment that you can go out and sell as many times as you can imagine. $597, and that's it. You're done. Just pull out your card, let's get this going, and you can go out, get certified as a Grant Cardone trainee on this program, and you can go out into the marketplace and start pitching what you can do for them that they cannot. Don't get around to doing, never get around to doing because they don't have the time, don't have the know-how, don't know the videos, don't have the scripts, and don't know what you're going to know. You already know this done for you program can change everything for you. I know it can. I completely believe in you. I know you can make this work. You've seen it with your own eyes. You've heard my story. You know how many people I've helped around the world. All you got to do is go online. What do people say about Grant Cardone? Oh man, this guy's all over the place. That's right, and that's what we need to do. We need to make it your turn to be all over the place. It's your time to be all over the place. It's your time to become that guy or gal that people are talking about. So step up, let's do this thing, because if you haven't noticed already, we gave you a time limit on the deal. I dropped the price 70%, and I don't want to keep it open long. We started what? How long ago, Jared?
15 minutes.
Okay,
so
good.
we're already rolling.
I'll sell you the program anytime you want. You want to wait 30 days? You want to wait 60 days? You want to wait 90 days? Dude, haven't you been waiting long enough? There's no reason for you to pay more money for it later. I want to get you started now. This isn't about what it costs you. It's about what you could make. When you add time, it costs you money. Once the timer hits 0, we're going to bump the price up. As you already know, and as I already know, there are going to be people in here that are going to complain. Don't bitch at me. Oh, great, you changed the price. I told you I gave you an opportunity to pull the trigger. Take advantage of it. Do it now. Don't complain later. Do it now. Take advantage of it. And by the way, just because I'm only doing this for $600, I'm begging you, treat it like it's worth $6 million, because it is. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. I'm good, okay? If you do want to do it, pull the trigger. I already know there's 2 types of people in this world. There's the people that spectate and watch and learn, and there's the people that say, show me the play, give me the ball, I want to be a player. You got to pick which one you are now. Are you a spectator that's a learner? Or are you a player that wants to actually go out there and make something happen? Are you a spectator or a player? You got to pick, because I know this, okay? Spectators pay, players get paid. And you're not going to pay because you pay. You're going to get paid because you learn and you put this into action. Are you getting in this game? Or are you going to sit on the sidelines? I'm begging you, be a player. Get off the sidelines, get into the game. Make your move, player. Make your move. Let's go. Make your move, okay? Reach for it. Go for it. Ain't nobody else going to do it for you. Money's not going to come to your house. Freedom's not coming to your living room. You got to go get it. Success is something you have to pursue. You got to go get it. You got to grab it by the back of the head, and you got to bring it home with you. So get registered right now. Let's get this going. Success is waiting for you. Or don't. That's on you. It's not on me. Look, you can already see with your own eyes, this offer is insane. It's stupid. It's almost unbelievable. You're like, there's no way, dude, I get all that stuff. You can't build this, write this. You could not sit down with a computer and copy my stuff, all of it. You couldn't copy this for less than $6,000. The amount of time and money that goes into building a program like this is in the decades, 30 years, in fact. You would easily spend $50,000 trying to build the done it for you stuff that I'm giving you today. And look, the stuff is proven to work, okay? It works. It's a technology that always works. It built a business empire for me, and I know it can do the same for you. Look at me. Look at where I'm at today. Look at what I did on Undercover Billionaire. If you don't like the Grant Cardone figure, look at the Lewis Curtis figure where people said, oh yeah, but you're Grant Cardone, man. You know, I'm like, okay. Well, how about I'm going to be nobody? Drop me off in a town where I know nobody, and I'm down to $100. I have no place to sleep, no food to eat. I don't have a bottle of water. Take this for granted. I got nothing, and I can't use my name, okay? I did that so I could prove to you naysayers out there, and to those of you who think, oh, this is a Grant Cardone thing, or Grant special, he can do it, but I can't. It's not true. Stop the madness. Quit telling yourself these lies. I went to a town in Pueblo, Colorado with no money, no time, in winter, during the winter, with no place to sleep, no place to live, and no water. And I built a $5 million business in 90 days. Now, if I can build a $5 million business in 90 days, what could you do? What kind of business could you build over 5 years? Let's say that you could only do a tenth of what I did. That would be a $500,000 business. Just remember this. You ain't going to do that if you don't have the information, you don't have the videos, you don't have the scripts, you don't have the rebuttals, you don't have the leads and the funnels. You're not going to do that. And I'm going to tell you why I know you're not going to do that. Because you'd already done it. Because you'd already have it. So you probably have the commitment. You don't have the information. Remember, when you do this, what do I always say about money? First thing you should spend money on. First criteria. The first filter is what? Is it tax deductible? Second, will it make me money? This qualifies both ways. One is tax deductible. You get to write it off. Second is it has the potential to make you money, okay? It's a business expense because you are building a new business. Actually, Jared, we have some people getting started here, right?
Yeah, man, a ton of them are. I mean, I'm just trying to catch up with the names.
Give me some
here.
names. Give me some names. I want to recognize some of the people
so
that
we
stepped
got,
up.
let's see, Helen, Jake,
Helen,
Brandy,
Jared, Siegel. Is that
Yannick,
Siegel?
Andrew, there is a Jared. Huh?
Michael.
I like that. Ariel, Gio, Mike, Sarah, Todd, Maxim, Joanne, Maria, Carol.
Hey guys, welcome to the 10X family. I'm so glad to have you on board. All I ask you to do is be super successful with this. Please exceed our expectations of you, okay? But I'm confident you'll look back on this decision, whether you build a $5 million business, $500,000 business, $50,000 extra a year, maybe that's all you do with it. I'm confident you'll look back on this decision as a major turning point in your life. You're gonna thank yourself for having the guts to step up, for saying, hey, I believe in me, and do it. The bigger the commitment, remember this, the bigger your commitment, not the finances, not what you paid, the bigger your personal commitment, the bigger the payoff.
Hey, G, we've got a bunch of people asking about a payment plan.
Okay, you guys want to do a payment plan?
I mean, I think we should.
Okay, if we're gonna offer the payment plan, I wanna give something extra to those people who paid in full. So those people that already bought Jared are covered.
Okay.
I've actually got a bonus in mind. Jared, let's get an extra course in there for everyone that's already paid in full.
An extra, okay, what course?
I want to surprise
what
them, but
okay.
let's just make it really something juicy.
Okay.
So here's the deal with the payment plan. Keep in mind, we do accept all major credit cards. MasterCard, Visa card, American Express, Discovery, we take them all. And if you think about it, when you go to college, you don't pay cash up front. Let's keep it real. Almost everybody that goes to college puts it on a scholarship, not a scholarship, because I couldn't get a scholarship. I wasn't that smart. They put it on a loan. They take a loan and they pay back over time, okay? People go to six figures, literally hundreds of thousands of dollars in college debt so they can graduate and get a job. So when you start thinking about putting your credit card out to put this on credit, don't get all weird. This is a business expense, and this is what is called good debt. So when people freak out about $600 business investment on a credit card, I'm like, dude, what are you, insane? You borrow money to buy a car. You borrow money to buy groceries. You borrow money to get Christmas gifts. You won't borrow money to make money? It's crazy. So here's the deal with the payment plan. This is what we're going to do. I'm making this up as we go, okay? So this is what we'll do. We'll break into 3 payments. We'll do the 600 under 3 payment. 2 of these right here, 2 of these, 200 down, okay? 200 down. And you'll see a button pop up with a payment plan option. Click it now before I come to my senses, and let's get this going. The extra bonus I was talking about, the mystery bonus, also want to unlock that for the payment plan people as well, okay? So what are we going to do? 3 payments?
You want to wait for their last payment?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
the mystery offer doesn't come out until it's paid in full.
Okay.
It's not that I don't trust you, but come on. Let's open it up to some questions.
Okay, so you want to do some questions?
Yeah, please.
Okay.
And how much time we got left, Jared?
Clock is ticking. Not much.
Look, I'm going to answer some questions right here. I know you guys are going to ask me a bunch of insane questions, and I'm ready for them. Bring them on, ding dong. The reality is, your questions are going to be the little details and excuses and the garbage you make up in your head not to do something. So before I answer the questions, I just want you to answer this question for yourself. Do you want to do this, or do you not want to do it? Are you looking for reasons to do it with your questions? Oh, Grant, if you're so successful, why are you selling this? Or are you looking for reasons not to? Okay, I want you just to, before you ask your questions to me, I want you just to ask yourself, do you want to do this? Do you want to make this work? Because that's more important than any question you're going to ask me. No worries if you don't. I hope you've enjoyed the webinar, okay? You've gotten to hear a lot of information about marketing. Maybe I've opened your eyes and your mind up to another business that is needed in your town. It's not going to hurt my feelings if you don't do it. I would be honored if you do it. And I hope you've learned a lot today, okay? So if you're not going to do it, please go stay online here. Leave a review for me. Share it with a friend, okay? And just say, hey, I got some value out of this. I would appreciate that. But if you're still sitting here watching, my guess is you've either already purchased it or you want to do it. You want to pull the trigger, but there's something there that simply keeps holding you back, okay? And at this point, my guess is that it's either one or maybe 2 things, okay, that might be holding you back. If I could share those with you as you guys prepare your questions for me to figure out why I'm doing this for you. I've already eliminated all your excuses, okay? It can't be the money. It's impossible. Can't be the payment plan. I put that together. I showed you all the places you could get money, Visa, MasterCard, American Express. What's your real reason? You don't want to fail? Last program you did didn't work? You didn't unwrap it? You never got started? That's the real shit that goes on. These are the real reasons people don't do stuff, because the last 30 programs you bought, or last 3 you didn't do anything with, you might still have them in your garage. But don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about what you haven't done. Look, I went on national TV after being a failure between the age of 15 and 25. For 10 years, I was a failure in my life. Failed every single day for 10 years. 3,650 days. A few years later, I went on national TV and I built a $5 million business in 90 days with only $100 in a beat-up truck. You got no excuses. I'll get rid of every one of them, okay? If you're still sitting here with me right now, buy this. You have nothing to lose, okay? If you're sitting there with your card in your hand, your credit card sitting there twitching, should I do it? Should I do it? What do you think? Should I do it? Should I do it? You're on the internet looking for this same course online. I know some of you are so tricky, man. Y'all got so much energy, it's incredible. You're looking for, is there a coupon for this? Is there a better deal? This product does not exist anywhere on the internet, number 1, and number 2, there ain't no coupon, folks. This is it. It will never get cheaper than this. Okay? Look, my guess is number 1, reason you hadn't done this yet, is you've been burnt in the past. Somebody burnt you. Oh my God, they gave you something, wasn't exactly what you said. Maybe you bought a course and it just wasn't any good. Maybe some fake guru burnt you over 30 grand because they set you up on some $30,000, $40,000 program, and now you're gun shy. You went and committed, they didn't show up, they didn't do what they promised, and you're gun shy. And if that's the case, look, I get it. By now, though, you know I'm not some bullshit guru. You don't end up with $2.3 billion worth of real estate, doing deals with Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, banks, Morgan Stanley, Blackstone. You do not do that and a fake guru. You do not put 34,000 people in Miami Marlins Stadium for 3 days on Super Bowl weekend if you're a bullshit guru. Look, you can fake a Lambo. You know what I say? You can fake a Lambo, but you cannot put your name on the back of a Gulfstream if it ain't yours. And more importantly than that, I care, okay? I've been doing this 35 years helping people, mostly Fortune 500 companies. In the last 5 years, we reached out into the individual, the entrepreneur, those at home, the little guys and gals, the people that are on the come up, 25 years old and 52 years old. They're like, hey, I want to go do my own deal. And I have spent the last 5 years working with individuals, not just big billion-dollar companies. I want you to succeed. People ask me all the time, they say, Grant, look, man, if you're so rich, one of the questions, if you got so much money and you've done so well, why the hell are you selling a $600 course? Well, I'll tell you a couple of reasons. It's a legitimate question. First of all, I make a lot of money helping people. So don't get me wrong. This is a big business for me, helping people and helping companies. It's actually my second biggest business after my real estate. But the other reason is that I get to help people. You know what I mean? Like, if you were where I am, would you not want to help people? I bet you would. I get to see everyday regular people just like me who started out just like me, didn't have money, were worried about credit, not sure what to do, wanted to do better, knew they had potential, people that wanted to do better, and I get to be part of their lives. And that brings me to my second reason that might be holding you back. If I could share that with you, please. I'll ask for permission on this one because it's a sensitive issue. And that issue is you don't want to fail. Afraid of failure, fear of failure. Oh my God, I don't want people to say I bought something. Oh, you bought another program, Wilbur? Oh, you're such an idiot, Wilbur. You're never going to make that work. It's fear, man. Fear of failing, fear of looking bad, fear of making the wrong decision. It's all the same fear, and it's garbage, okay? I know exactly where you're coming from. I'm here to tell you, I never want to look bad. I don't want to lose. I don't want to fail. And the last thing I want to do is lose face. And I don't want you to lose face, okay? I don't want you to get a program from me and not do well with it. I'm here to tell you, I get scared all the time, every single day, everything I do. I'm with new people, new deals, new ventures. I'm worried I can't pull it off. But I know this, if I don't make a decision to try to pull it off, I can't pull it off. When I go to the closing table for a $100 million deal or I meet a new person, I'm scared every time. I'm telling you, I promise you, it ain't never gonna go away. Okay? When I did Undercover Billionaire, I was scared to death. I cried myself to sleep almost every night. But look, life is scary. Fear is part of the adventure, okay? If there was no fear, there could be no courage, okay? Thank God there's some fear because with fear, you can be courageous and move through the fear. Doing new things can be scary. Risking money is scary, okay? Making the wrong decision can be scary, but to me, nothing is more scary than being on your deathbed and looking back and saying, hey, God dang, man, what if that course would have worked? What if that was the game changer and I didn't do it? What if you went and said, hey, I never tried, never pulled the trigger. One program blew me off. One guru ripped me off and I never went back for seconds. Dude, don't quit. If you're afraid, it's okay. It's normal. Remember that when you get started with this program, I'm with you. My team's with you. In fact, when you get to the checkout, you're going to see an invitation to join the Cardone University community. You're going to be part of my thing, what we do here. This is a huge private group of amazing 10X people, people just like you and me who are coming together like-minded in order to help each other succeed. You might find some customers there. You might find partnerships there. You might find investors there. But I promise you one thing you'll find there always. You'll find like-minded, success-thinking people. A network that some people would say just the network and the connection would be worth more than the money you're paying me. The bottom line is when you get started, you ain't going to be alone again. Okay? You're going to be with other people that are moving through their fears and their concerns and their worries and their doubts, and you're going to be connected so we can take this network of 10X thinkers and keep us together. Look, I'm going to teach you how to start and grow a business. That's what we're doing here. I'm not motivating you. I'm teaching you how to start and grow a business, a real business, a tax-deductible business, a business that can run by systems, not just by work, systems that make money in an environment that is absolutely necessary to other companies. This is not a not necessary purchase. People have to do this. They have to market. Because look, if you have a business right now and it ain't making money, I'm going to tell you right now, you ain't got a business. Because businesses make money or they make investors. They certainly make customers. So let's get into the Q&A right here, Jared. I think I've handled most people's concerns. You got some questions, Jared? Let's see what you got.
Okay, here's a good one. Jenna said that she loves the sound of the programs and is interested, but she doesn't have a passion for marketing. Should she
Hey,
still
Gina,
do it?
look, I appreciate your honesty. Here's the thing. I think people spend too much time worried about what their passions are. What did I do on Undercover Billionaire? I didn't follow my passion, Gina. I went and followed the money. I went and looked for business owners that were already in play. In every town, every city in the world, not just in America, there is a business owner that wants the big L, okay? And L is not for loser, L is for leads, okay? So I think people spend too much time talking about passion, like my buddy Mike Rose said from Dirty Jobs. Mike has a quote I love. He said, "You should never follow your passion, but you should always take it with you." And I love that. So could you take your passion, Gina, into marketing and say, hey, I love my kids and I want to spend more time with my kids and I'm going to get this marketing vehicle to pay for the trips, 50 or 60 grand a year, so me and my husband can take more trips with our kids.
Somebody asked when the offer is going to close down.
Look, you can always buy this program. You're just going to pay $19.97, so it's fine. Like, you want to call my office tomorrow? You want to call us next week? You want to give me a reason you couldn't do it tonight? What would it be?
Jan is asking how long she gets access to the program.
Good, great question. When you pay now, Jan, you get instant access. Immediately get it, and you never have to pay again, and you get to keep it for how long, Jared?
Forever.
That's it. That's the best name in the world, forever.
Okay, so Mitch said that he currently has a ClickFunnels account.
Okay.
And is wondering how the pre-built funnels work.
Look, Mitch, I'm not a tech guy, but if you use ClickFunnels right now, they said you just click a few buttons and it automatically installs into your account. If you don't know anything about ClickFunnels, it's what we run all our sales funnels on. When you click the button and buy the program, you are buying it on ClickFunnels. And don't worry, if you don't use ClickFunnels, I'll give you a link in the members area to get an account that already has funnels preloaded for you. So you guys, I got it handled for you. I got you handled. Stuff's all over my head, all this techie stuff. How's a funnel even created? All I know is I want to take the funnel and drive it into the marketplace. So I create a lead. Then I'm going to show you how to actually close that lead. We made this so easy for you, okay? The problem with this offer right now, some of you ought to be asking me this. Why are you only charging $600? Why is nobody asking that question? Is that question in there, Jared?
No, but I mean, we did have somebody that asked another question about their funnel integration.
Okay,
They
please.
said, we had somebody, let's see here, sales funnels, if their sales funnels would integrate with their email marketing system. So I'll just go ahead and answer this one. Yes, it will integrate with any system that you use, assuming it's not some old school, obsolete program that nobody uses. We built this so that it should work with anything. Well, one thing that Monique asked that is, how long does it take to complete?
Monique, the program doesn't end, okay? It doesn't end. The program, it's like creativity. When does creativity end, okay? You're never gonna let your client end. This is not a book. When's the book end? When it gets to the last page, unless you wanna start it over again. This is not that. This is not a book, okay? This is, how do I go sell somebody on another program? How do I get results for them? Every company in the world, answer this question. How many companies have a problem getting leads? Look, we're living in a world right now, nobody even knows how to use Instagram and Facebook and YouTube. One program right here, these programs did not exist 5 years ago in Harvard, Yale, MIT, or any marketing school in America. Why? Because the technology didn't exist. We're giving you the funnels. We're giving you the scripts. We're giving you the callbacks. We're giving you the emails. People go to college for 4 and 5 and 6 years for jobs that don't even exist by the time they get out. I'm giving you a business that you can continue to create on as you become more proficient with the advertising and the customer. You can have a business that's good in a decade from now. I'm telling you, you're gonna keep going back to this program, referring to it for the rest of your career. The question should be not how long does the program take, but how big could my business get? To do it together isn't just training. These are systems. These are tools not just education, that take and put into your business the exact systems you need this quarter, next year, 3 years from now.
We had somebody asking about the certificate and how that works. How does it
Look, the certificate is a test. Once you take the test and show you understand that you understand the 10 areas of marketing, I'm going to send you a certificate that you are certified in these programs and therefore able to go out into the marketplace and bona fide yourself connected with me. And you can use it to help get clients, to get attention, to get jobs, to get a promotion, to increase your value in the marketplace. Just like any certificate, okay?
So I see a bunch of people asking about the price increases. Hey guys, I just want to let you in on a little secret here. If the page you're looking at says $595, you're going to get the $597, you're going to get the $597 price. So if you click the button and you're still on the page, you better finish checking out because that page will close at any minute and then the price is going to increase. The bottom line is, if you still see the discounted price, buy it while you can.
So Jared, I think it's time to wrap it up. You guys, look, if you're on the fence, pull the trigger, okay? If you have a question, hit me at chat@grantcardone.com, chat@grantcardone.com. You can call 800-368-5771 if you want to talk to somebody. Look, it's been great being with you. It's been a pleasure to be with you. I'm opening you up to a new idea about a new business, and I hope you got a ton of value out of this session. For those of you that got committed and started today, congratulations. I'm excited to help you get on with your journey and build a big business. How big can you think? You can't think bigger than me. And if you can, man, I want to get you on my plane because I'm ready to go big and think big and be around big people. And not just me, but my entire team will be here to support you. We've got your back. Thanks again for all your comments. Thanks for your love. Thanks for your time. But mostly, thanks for not giving up on your potential. Okay, listen to me. You are worth more than $600. You are worth more than the fear that holds you back. You are worth more than the guy that screwed you out of that last deal, whatever that was. Let's put the past in the past and let's create the future that you deserve.